first time I ever saw South Park, I found it deeply disturbing. It was sort of the end point in a long line of things happening to American comedy that I found disturbing. So, like, the first time I saw Seinfeld, I was like, man, this guy's really talented. He's very funny. Where's that kind of mournful, thoughtful, Robin Williams kind of approach to Jewish comedy that I used to see in different Jewish comics? And now there's this guy just making fun of our trivialness and our mean-spiritedness and sort of glorifying it because he's not really being thought-provoking. He's just sort of thinking that it's cool. Years later, it turns out that Jerry Seinfeld, as much as I love his work oftentimes, is an unconscious, elitist prick whose mom tied him up in the backyard. This is why I sometimes become a Jewish anti-Semite, because we come from a culture of crazy people that were materialists who didn't know they were materialists because Jerry Seinfeld's mom didn't know it's wrong to tie him up like a dog and leave him in the yard. So when he becomes a guy who says, well, you know, Bill Maher thinks it's cool to not let anyone give them, you know, the line in the bathroom and shit, or Jerry Seinfeld lets people give him a spot for his Porsche. Oh, you want to give up your Porsche, your spot? Great. I need to park one of my 43 Porsches. She asked him how many Porsches he has. He says, I don't know. Do you have any shoes you have? Well, no, but not everyone has 43 Porsches, Jer. God, I can't get this shot right. So what happens is, he doesn't know that it's crazy to say that. And so when he says, well, gee, Marvin the doorman thinks I'm great, he says he's my #1 fan. And he says, you know what, Marvin, you need me more than I need you. Because Marvin's a doorman and you have almost $1 billion, guy who lets people go give him their spot in line. So he doesn't know that sociopathy to say that. You want to hear the funny joke about Marvin the doorman? I'm going to write it. Jerry, you ready? I'm going to improve your comedy because you're a sociopath. I'm going to fix it. Hey, Marvin, this isn't a contest. You're not my #1 fan. I'm for everyone. I'm a man of the people. I'm free. It's all. Instead of, no, you need me more than I need you. Yeah, you think? So when South Park comes on, it's like, I'm like, that's pre-verbal, immature, spoiled brat child. This is really offensive. No, this is reportage, John. So now I'm driving around this really silently condemnatory. These people judge, liberals judge you in a way that just sucks the life out of your chest. At least conservatives try to go, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, what are you doing? But you're near my family. See, for a reason, like an animal. Whereas liberals are just like, why are you there? You shouldn't be there. Oh my God, you're there. Yeah, I'm breathing. Do you mind? I'm trying not to die. Could you kill me or fuck off? So, it's South Park. It's, I'm driving my little car. I'm driving my little Prius. I'm a little inattentive bitch. I'm a little judgmental. Gerbil cart. Get out of my way. Why are you even there? No, old people get really spoiled and childish like a child. Yeah, but when you're like that your whole life, then I'm screaming there's no adults left on this planet. Stop staring, you evil bitches. So, I don't want to be like this. I'm a hateful son of a bitch, but how horrible people are is still something I haven't wrapped my brain around. I'm 56 and I would have been dead by now from a broken heart. That would have been better. God kept me alive magically and dragged me through it, and now I'm screaming at him because everything that was presented to me as Jesus was just the devil, and God's still who I thought he was. God is a silent source of life, light, love, and not any of this ridiculous bullshit in his name. You do create your own reality, but I've now brought my religious pathology from another life into this one. I was a crazy Buddhist, I was a crazy Jew, and now I'm a crazy Christian. I'm going to stop being a crazy Christian in 2019 and realize that 18 is the moon, I think 19 is the tower, and 20 is judgment. I think the sun is the tower. I don't know. Tarot. Anyways, we're headed for processing our shit. Don Trump's purpose was to show us what garish, vulgar, hateful, nouveau riche assholes we are, and what you get in America when you get money is you get to be a dick. You get to be someone who says, what are you even doing here? Why are you even in our coffee house? Hey, Carmen. I'm having an anxiety attack. I'm in my little world. I got my little headphones on. It's one I hate on all the rich Jews I know for being sociopaths. The same thing that makes me hate them made me love New Age, hippie Jews, alternative Jews back in the day. My favorite Jews were my dad said they were, the gypsies. She's a Jewish gypsy. Well, the male Jewish gypsies, I don't really care for Jewish women in general because they tend to be evil. Not all of them, but a bunch of them. But the male gypsies were fine if they weren't nouveau riche assholes, which all of them are now. So the same thing that makes me hate on them makes Seth MacFarlane make a cartoon in which a guy goes, we're having a buy one, get one free sale. Okay, I heard the first part, buy one, I get that, I understand that. I don't understand the second part, get one free. Yeah, what do you mean? Get one free. You buy one, you get one. Okay, you buy one, I get that part. So, everyone's the Pharisees, the Christians are the nouveau riche favorite of our daddy God who's a crazy murderer, and this is nuts, and the Bible has a bunch of immoral stories in it attributed to God. We wrote that because we're evil. And so, it's like, okay, but you know what? I don't want to do this anymore, and the tone of America has been driven down by this insane comb-over, mobster, orangutan, snake oil salesman, reality star joke of a president. And back in the day, I said, you know what? That's not funny. That's a joke. I wrote a bunch of jokes designed to say, hey, not all of reality is a TV show. This isn't a joke. He's up there doing a Saturday Night Live routine and saying he should have the right to sue Saturday Night Live for making fun of him and telling the truth. He loves fascist pig dictators and wants to be loved by them. The only thing more disgusting than his violent, hateful tendencies and is willing to co-opt racism, nationalism, and potential murder, or the absence thereof, is his need to be approved of by, gee, I think, the guy from Korea really loved me. Kim Sung-il really loved me. He's the fucking, Sally Field of presidents. They like me. They really like me. You are a guy who used to be the leader of the free world. Now you're a pathetic reality star looking for approval from thugs because you don't like real people because they tell you that you're dumb, ugly, annoying, and hateful and gonna fuck up a bunch of shit because that's what's happening. So, just to reiterate, and then I'm gonna stop yelling, this is the end of my Trump rant. What I said was that Richard Clark says that in the myth of Cassandra in Greek mythology, the gods give Cassandra foreknowledge of the future to torture her because she goes around trying to tell people about the future and no one gives a flying fuck about the future. Shut up, Cassandra, you're annoying. So when I say that people are reacting to me like a crazy hysterical Jew and they're offended because they've never experienced that and they don't like hearing the truth both, that's true. And they roll up and hate on me even if I don't look like this, which I do currently forever. So, I'm trapped in the penal colony called America where a cop says you're just determined to break the law, aren't you? And I say, if I'm sleeping, I'm breaking the law. That's cruel and inhuman punishment. Have you tried not sleeping, officer? You criminal lawbreaker. Go do it somewhere else. I'll be breaking the law there too. You ain't doing it in my town. So, right over there, a quarter of a mile away, yeah? You don't have a problem with that? Moralistic, hateful. This is the Scarlet Letter, Frankenstein, looking for Frankenstein in the middle of the night with pitchforks and lanterns town. Hey, judgmental assholes, I am not the amalgamated collage of your dead, rejected, denial-ridden components that you want to project off onto the evil man. And in the end, it is not about race, religion, or gender. It is about money. Because portions of every single group buy their way into the elites, and then I go around saying, hey, you think you're white, and then I sound racist. I don't mean to be racist. I'm saying, you think that money made you a member of the ruling class, and what you get to be is inconsiderate, oblivious, assaultive, and wish I was gone and hate on me. And that's a bummer. Because Jesus said, when you were homeless, when you were in jail, when you were sick, I was there amongst the least among you. But those who didn't know me and screamed in my name and performed miracles and then were mean to the least among you, begone, I never knew you. He who has ears, let him hear. These people don't have ears, and I'm yelling. This stuff is very marketable, and I kind of don't care because I'm too sick and stuck. I need to finish the carpentry, sell the writing, do stand-up, and get alive. People told me for years, get over it, John. And I was like, but you're all being nuts. No one's helping me. This is insane. This is fucked up. Get over it, John. You know what you need to do now is get over it, John. I'll get over it, John. Get over it, John.
You know it, John. Fucking loser. Fucking Cartman. Fucking...
Those guys, by the way, are geniuses, and the thing I noticed about Stone and Parker, they hate liberals more than conservatives. Go, guys, go. They make fun of conservatives, but they know liberals are less tolerant, more mean-spirited, more pretentious, more immature, oblivious to respect. Who knew that blind faith authoritarian values both deconstruct democracy, but provide slightly greater opportunity for, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. No, thanks for not running me over. Good going on out killing my family and have a nice day. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Ram truck. Oh, I know we'll close with this. They got a commercial and the guy comes on the radio and he says, did you know that each generation of American male has less testosterone than his previous generation, so you've got less testosterone than your father, and he's got less testosterone than your grandfather. At the rate we're going to become a nation of powder puffs. He actually said that. Before we become a nation of powder puffs, get new Testostex. New Testostex helps you reinvigorate your testosterone before we become a nation of powder puffs who don't eat beef, because it's what for dinner. They don't drive a Ram truck. They drive around a little Prius,
Yeah, I got my Prius here. Beep, beep, get out of my way.
No. Take Testostex to reinvigorate the red-blooded, beef-eating, flag-loving, truck-driving American man. Trump apparently studied Clint Eastwood's stare. To look like a badass. By the way, his defense he's not a racist is at least partially true. He loves gangsters. So he's friends with Mike Tyson. And they sat there on the roof. And Trump said, you know, Mike, I really love what you're doing with these pigeons. I should get some pigeons, just relax. Don, it's really relaxing. You should be... You know, champ, let me just tell you, now that I'm the president and I came to see you, we're talking, we're conversating, right? I really loved it when you bit that guy's ear off. I thought it was great. Sometimes when I just fuck people up, immigrants or the countries, the Kurds, who the fuck are the Kurds anyways? They say they're Christians, but they got a name like Gogan. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you biting that guy's ear off. Don, you're really just starting to scare me because, I'm a sociopath. You're a sociopath too. You realize I almost lost my career over that? You really need to get some help, Don. You're not a gangster. Okay, you're white, right? You know what, champ? You're not going to remind me. I'm the goddamn president. You know what can I have done right now? I could have, there's a guy with a scope right on you right now. You might want to be polite. You know what, Don? I know you a long time, okay? You're not a gangster, okay? Get some pigeons and get some help, all right? Okay, you know what? Fuck you, all right? It's fake news. Anybody hear that fake news from this motherfucker right over here? Loves Putin. And the guy, why can't I say that? Kim Jong-un? I can't remember if he's un, do, or trois. There's like 3 of them now, 2, I don't know. Okay. Do you see how I just get insane when there's a look that I'm giving the camera now that's supposed to be comedic that looks more like a demonic overlord of some universe in a George Lucas movie or some fucking Wizard of Oz shit. I kind of grimace, like I go, like I'm trying to be satirical, but it comes out as like, are you fucking kidding me? So, are you kidding me? That's not funny. That's a joke.